Hi guys, so here are the main parts of the bonnet light kit. Here you can see the main LED strip. It is 6 feet long, and you can cut the LED strip in 1.5 inch pieces. For an example, if you want to reduce the length by 1.5 inch, you can do so. If you need to reduce by 3 inch, you can do so. Likewise, you can cut the multiplications of 1.5 inch long pieces. So you can see the marks likewise in the LED strip. So from these points you can cut the LED strip from the other end, of course. But the thing is, if you cut the LED strip to match with your vehicle, you need to seal that edge properly in order to keep the waterproofness of this LED strip. So I highly recommend you measure the length first of your vehicle and then place the order, so that we can make sure that you will get the right length based on your requirement. So the brain of this is this is the control module which controls the light. And here you can see there are 4 wires, green and yellow. So green and yellow are for the turn signal positive lines, and this black and red is for the main power in. Actually, as you can see, there's a fuse also inbuilt, so actually it's for your protection, for short circuit protection or anything like that. So here's the fuse is also available. Okay, so here you have a connector, so you can basically connect and disconnect the control box from your LED strip with this connector. And okay, let me power this up with a 12-volt battery to actually demonstrate the functions of this. I'm giving 12-volt power. As you can see, it will do the startup animation. And if you touch the yellow wire to the positive, so you can see the turn signal of that part. And if you do the green line, and then again you can see the turn signal animation of that side. Okay, so that's that. And here, as you can see, there are main 2 buttons. You can see plus and minus. So basically, plus, from the plus, if you keep and hold the plus button, center part of the LED strip is lit up. So from plus and minus, you can increase or to decrease the length of the lighting area of the LED strip. Let me reduce the length and show you. See, you can see the area gets actually reduced with that minus thing. Center area of the LED strip is always highlighted with the bright white. And so actually, like that way, if you cut the LED strip, you can always make sure that you set the length to the appropriate level after cutting. So since I haven't cut it, I'll set to the full length. And after doing so, when you want to save it, press and hold that plus mark again. Okay, so the other thing is, there are like mainly two daytime running animations in this system. Like first one is static white, and the other one is sort of like a dynamic LED flowing is there. So if you want to change that, you can press and hold the minus button. And here, as you can see some sort of a dynamic design. So actually that's the dynamic design of the LED strip. If you want to save that, just press the plus button and you can remove the power. And after connecting the power, it will do the startup animation. And then in standby mode, it will do that actually sequence animation for the DR mode, as you can see. If you like the static mode, press and hold the minus button again. Now you can see the static light is lit up. Press and release the plus button, and you can see after power cycling, it will do the startup animation, and then it will stay in the bright white as we said. So okay, that's that. And one other important thing is, you can control the turn signal lighting length of the LED strip. Let me show you. In order to do that, first of all, you need to connect either of the turn signal wires. Okay, I have connected one. Hold on. So basically, the main red line and yellow line yellow line, both should get the power in order to do this. And press and hold the plus, and as you can see, entire strip is light up with yellow orange color. So you know what that means is, so the entire strip is divided to half and half, and it will do like half a length animation for turn signals. If you want to reduce it to match with your vehicle headlight length, you can actually reduce the length with the minus. As you can see, unnecessary length of the strip is turned off. And if you want to save that setting, press and hold plus mark. Okay, now it's done. So now as you can see, only the selected area is lit up with the orange. Let me show you the other side. See, as you can see, not half, only the selected area is now lit up. So those are the main options of this controller. So basically you can connect the main power, whatever channel you like, for an example fog lights or park lights or accessory or anything like that. But if you connect these lines to accessories, so as soon as your vehicle is on, it is always on, the white light is always on. But I do not recommend that, because in daytime this strip is not that visible and it is just wasting its power, and it get heated. So what I do is actually I will connect this to the fog lamp connection. So as soon as I turn on the fog lamp, the white line is on, and it will keep on until I turn off the fog lamps. So in that way I turn on the white DRL thing only when I require. And also the other thing to note is the turn signal will work even though you turn off the main power even. So only with the turn light connections it will work even though there's no power to the main lines. Let me show you. So I'll like to disconnect the main power. See now, no connection. Say that you will get a signal from the turn signal bulb to the controller. See, as you can see, it will work even with the turn signal only. So even though the entire system is shut off, the turn signal will still work in whichever mode you in. That is a good thing. I mean, so the color of orange is visible in daylight as well, so it's gonna be a good thing to have. That's the main parts and how this entire system works. So as one last time, so make sure you connect these connections to the positives of your turn signal bulbs. I'll show you in the next video how to assemble and how to do the entire setup. And like these two connections, the ground goes to the chassis of your vehicle. Like any bolt or anything that you connected with the chassis, you can connect it this wire to. And for the plus, you can connect it to the appropriate fuse of your fuse box in your engine compartment. So based on your requirement, you can get the power from whichever fuse or relay that you want. As I mentioned, I will get the power from the fog lamp. Okay, then thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the video. Here I am doing the installation to a 2015 Outlander vehicle. As you can see, you have to remove these plastic locks in order to gain access to your turn signal bulbs in this vehicle. So this is different from vehicle to vehicle. This is, in my case, I have removed this plastic cover out to get that bulb access. And then you have to clean the area where the strip is sticking to very thoroughly, otherwise it will not stick properly. You have to remove any grease or dirt particles out of that area. So first I am using a wet wipe to wipe out any grease or oil or sort of like dust or anything like that. So we know that it is having a very decent surface for the LED strip to stick to. Make sure that the corners are also cleaned thoroughly, because the LED strip is extended to the very corners of the headlamps. And then I'm using a dry towel so we need that clean dry surface to have a good bond with the LED strip double-sided tape. Then get the LED strip and as you can see the wire connection goes to the right, the data input side, and if you turn it around and look at the double-sided tape side, there's a mark. It indicates the center of the LED strip. So then you can peel it off the red color the double-sided tape cover, and then place it on the vehicle properly and align by using that tag, and then stick from center to left side first. So make sure you align it properly before sticking, because this tape sticks very well, and if you do it incorrectly, it's very hard to remove and re-stick. So make sure that you do it right in the first time. If you are not sure how it is aligned with your vehicle, first keep this step with the tape on and get the help from a friend to hold it down to see the proper routing of this. And now I'm doing this for the right hand side of the vehicle. Same way I'm aligning, and I'm using that trims of the vehicle to guide it properly, and go up until the very corner of the LED strip and stop it there to finish off the balance from the previous step. So then give it a gentle touch to make sure that it sticks properly without any gaps or lips. And the corner part is a bit tricky, so you have to be very careful when you're doing that. You have to slide it through the metal fender part of your vehicle. So the thing is, actually this is not be the case for everyone. This is for Outlander users mainly. So I just slide it through the gap between the headlight and the fender, and make sure that the LED strip sticks out properly from that gap. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, now let's see the finished look. As you can see, the LED strip is visible via the gap between the fender and the headlamp. See, it's very well aligned, and here's the connecting wire which is coming out from the LED strip end. So leave it there. Okay, now let's see the bulb connections, turn signal bulb connections. So when it comes to Outlander, the bulb connection is the center wire of that holder. It's a positive wire, so you have to tap it to that wire. And when it comes to left side of the vehicle, it's again the same. The center wire coming out from the holder is the positive wire, so you have to tap into that as well. And then here I'm using two separate wires to tap and get the positive lines out of the bulbs. So you can use the wires given in the kit as well, but here I'm using a silicone wire. As you can see, I've guided it from right to left and get it out from this very corner, and same way for the left side as well. You are tapping it and get it out from the corner, so you have all the wires in the same locations for easy wiring. So make sure you label it left and right properly. So I put a knot to that wire end, and here, as you can see, I'm using wire ties to keep it secure. Okay, here's the controller, and I've opened up the fuse box as well. First connect the main connector to the LED strip, and then let's connect the ground wire to the vehicle chassis. So find a decent place to connect the wire to. It doesn't matter where, but find a good place where you have good access. Likewise, I'm wrapping that extra wire length around that nut and secure it properly, so you have a good ground connection. Make sure you are not tightening it too tight, otherwise it will break the wire. Now it's the positive wire. So as I mentioned you, I am tapping it into the fog lamp relay. I'll show you a close-up in the next video clip. So here's the fog lamp relay. So just pull it out and insert the wire to this connection point, and then secure it again with the relay. So firmly push it down until it comes to the original position. So now you have a firm connection there. Okay, now ground and positive is done. Now it's time for the turn signal wires. We have already got the wires to this end, and first connect the green color wire. And secure it properly with the wiring tape, in order to make sure that there's no short circuiting with the vehicle chassis or anything like that. So do it properly. Take your time and do it properly. And same thing we had to do for the right hand side, the signal light connection and to the yellow wire. Secure it properly as we did for the green wire. So now you have to arrange the wires nicely. Since there's a lot of extra length, you can wrap it around and make it nicer. And in most cases the fuse box itself is having some extra space to fit this control box and wires in. So here in my vehicle I have enough space. So hopefully in your case too. You can also cut this extra wire length if you want, but I just kept it as it is. So here, as you can see, I have some extra space in the fuse box, and since all the wires are insulated properly, I'm sure that it is not touching anything. And make sure even with the wires coming out from the edge, it is still getting sealed properly. Okay, now let's actually test it out. So I turned the fog lamp switch on. So as you can see, it did the animation, and then now the turn signal. So here still the turn signal length is not adjusted, left hand side signal. So if the turn signal as you side switch, just have to switch the yellow and green wires to get that right effect. It could happen if the wiring is swapped. And let's adjust the turn signal light in length as I mentioned in the previous clip. So as you can see, I can make sure that it actually matches with my headlight size. So this seems like a good fit. Then I save the settings. Now as you can see, it works properly. Now a double signal, it's perfectly aligned. Finally seal this wire connector as well with the wiring tape to make it waterproof. And as you can see, it's all very tidy and there's no entangling or anything like that. So yeah, that's it.